What's up, guys, and welcome to Generically Yours, a channel that proves that with enough coffee and creativity, anything is possible. Today, we're going to create a magical door of magic. A magical door of magic that will let things into your house. But no, not pests, of course not. We're talking magical things, like leprechauns, the tooth fairy, Santa, a certain elf that sits on a shelf, the Easter bunny, you name it. Bigfoot, well, maybe not Bigfoot, he's got big. Mothman, maybe Mothman. But anything that you can think of that you may need to let access your house, this magical door of magic got you covered. So if you'd like to know how to make this magical door of magic, this video is for you. This fun little project is going to use things that everybody has around their house, things that you can easily get your hands on. And as always, have I done this before? No. Am I gonna do it though? Yeah. I'm gonna make it work some way, one way or another. And I'm gonna prove that if I can do it, you can do it. So grab a cup of coffee and let's do this. Alright guys, settle in. It's gonna be a long one, but it's gonna be worth it. There's a lot of steps, but I'm gonna break them down best I can. This door you can make look any way you want, any shape, any size, and any color. Mine's gonna end up being kind of candy cane themed because my first thought was for Elf on the Shelf. But again, if you want to make it pastel or someone's favorite colors, you can. Go for it. Make it work for you. All you gotta do is make the door pattern whatever you want, trace it on some cardboard, and then glue some thin craft foam onto it. If you don't have enough craft foam, just feel free to patch it together like I did. The window's pretty simple. Just use any piece of plastic you've got laying around. It can be from a cookie container or whatever. Just kind of make it look like your dream window and then glue it onto the door. As I make this huge mess, if you guys could hit that subscribe button, it'd really mean a lot. Thanks! And when it comes to the hinges of the door, I ended up using a pretty thick ribbon, and it worked out pretty well. I just glued it to itself and then glued it between the cardboard of the door and the craft foam. I figured the fabric might last a little bit longer. Then to make the door look more like a door, I marked out where the wood slats would go. And then to sell this illusion even more, I took a rounded edge, marked over the lines, and took a craft knife and marked in the wood grain. And when it comes to painting the door, just use 2 to 3 different shades of brown, dark to light, and just do it lightly, and it should give you a pretty realistic wood texture color. Putting the masking tape over the edge of the inside of the door is optional, but I feel like I like the fact it made it smoother. The rocks, just cut out whatever shapes you want out of cardboard. Put some masking tape around the edges. Scrunch some up on one side. That'll give it more of a lumpy, rocky texture. And then wrap the whole thing in another piece of masking tape. And just make as many as you need to go around the archway of the door. Make sure the door fits. Glue down the hinges. And then use the same glue to go ahead and glue down the rocks all the way around the door in whatever position you want. Give it a quick coat of white just to make things easy on yourself. Then when it comes to painting the rocks, start with a medium gray color. Do a shade lighter on one side of the rock. And then on the other side of the rock, do a darker shade of gray, because we all know that shadows are what sells it and makes it real. So, shadow away. I got very lucky. I had some stickers that ended up looking like a good doorknob plate. I had some stretch cord and a button and a bead that I stringed together to make a doorknob. And all you gotta do is poke some holes into the door plate, feed the string through, knot it a couple times on the other end, And again, I got very lucky with the stickers. I had another one that looked like the same one but longer, so I just kind of cut it down to shape and size. I had some round stickers that I used on the other side so that the door wouldn't be too far open. Painted everything silver. I had some paper fasteners that I cut the pointy part off so that I could make it look like nails in the door. And I end up painting them silver. I do like the blue. I contemplated leaving them blue, but I figured the silver would kind of match everything else. And again, stickers to the rescue for hinges, but if you don't have the stickers I have, I don't expect you to. You can always paint them on or print out pictures of them and glue those on. Make it work for how you need to do it. Cut out the door, just to, give it a little bit of a shape so it's not just plain square. Then cut out another piece of cardboard that will match the same shape as the door. This is the base that we're going to have for the door. I'm marking out where I want these popsicle sticks to be able to stand up, because that's going to be what connects the door to the base. And I did it this way so that you could easily take them out and make the door collapsible, so it's not just one big unit. So if you need to take it out and put it away for the season or whatever, you can. I found this picture online of something that looked to me like it could possibly be a magical forest. You can draw a picture yourself, use one from a book, a magazine, whatever. Glue it to the back cardboard piece, and then here I'm making a pocket for the popsicle sticks. Say that 10 times fast. And this way it won't glue the popsicle sticks directly to the door, so that you will be able to slide them in and out. Because like I said, the whole goal here for me was to be able to make it collapsible, so that if I needed to put it away in a shoebox or a box or under the bed, I easily could. Then you just glue those onto the back board as close as you can to the sides. Glue the door on. And here are some straws I found, and I just painted them my color scheme. Put those aside for now. Those are going to be used for a fence and everything else. This is the mailbox. If you have someone that, needs to send a letter to a magical being, this is how they can do so. Mailboxes come in all different shapes and sizes, so just kind of make one that suits you. If you need to, you can do one like this. You can make it an actual box. I made this out of cardstock. Make the little lip thing a little bit bigger, just so you can grab it easier. Here you have to make the flag, because you can't send mail without a flag. I use another paper fastener I had for that. And I just painted the whole thing red. Put some silver stripes on it. Because again, like I said, my original thought was Elf on the Shelf, so I wanted to make it kind of fun, slightly Christmassy. This is the bottom of the mailbox I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to connect the pole of the mailbox. I cut the ends, put some glue on them, glue it to the bottom part of the mailbox, and then glue that to the actual bottom of the mailbox. Then reattach the flag and paint the paper fastener to match. Now comes time for the base. I wanted it to match the rocks around the door, so I just basically drew a whole bunch of rocks. It took forever. They don't have to be the same size, the same shape. It can literally be the worst lumpy drawings you can do, and it'll look perfect, I promise. Then it's time to make the fence. I took the straws that I had painted and cut down, poked them into the base, I take a darning needle and poke holes through them so that I can put toothpicks in, and that's what's going to hold it all together. If it's easier on you guys, you can just go ahead and glue it all together. But like I said, I wanted mine to be able to be taken apart and be collapsible. So for me, the
toothpicks and the straws are really great because I can easily take it all apart and just put it back together. And all you gotta do is put the mailbox where it goes, and it's done.
So guys, here it is. Our magical door of magic. Full of all the magicalness of your childhood and more. Perfect to let anything you might need in or out of your house. A new fun tradition? I think so. And something that you can use again and again and again, because there's more than enough magical things. Let them all in. Just fill your house with magic. Because why not? Life's too short to be normal and boring. So guys, if you enjoyed yourself, please consider hitting that subscribe button and hitting a heart if you haven't already. Make sure to comment below. Let me know what magical things you're going to let in your house, or non-magical. If you want to let that cute little frog or that cute little mouse in from your yard, I'm not going to say no, because they're cute. They can be magical. Why not? Create a new tradition with this door. It's your door. It's your magical door of magic. You do what you want. And don't forget, guys, on the way out, slap a like on it.